निकल जाओ इस नीचे से निकलो, घुसा हुआ है मेलोडी के अंदर। मिस्टर मोदी गली में अल्लाह है।
Hello, friends.
Well, Mom, do you think the language Gen Z used in the protest is a good example for Gen Alpha?
Valid point.
So as a Gen Z, what do you think, Adhira?
I think that the language they used was unacceptable, but it should be forgiven.
Now that the PM himself has asked to forgive Gen Z for splitting slurs and expletives,
मुझे तो गालियां दी गई, मेरी स्वर्गीय माता को भी गालियां दी गई। भद्दा स्वरूप था।
should they be forgiven and given another chance?
मैं उन्हें माफ करना चाहता हूँ।
But before we get into any discussion, जरा इन भाई साहब को सुनिए।
गाली देना कि रोज चलते फिरते लोग यहाँ पे गाली देते।
Wow, what validation! He's suggesting गालियां ही तो दी हैं, big deal. So what do you personally think of those Gen Zs who in their Gen Z frenzy did all this? Please note that not all those present at the site engaged in such slurs. They were thankfully a handful, well, coming in the slur category. The rest maintained their decorum with a peaceful protest and some with an overdose of innocent real fun. But there were a handful of them who just in their flow or FOMO flew away. याद रखिएगा हमेशा कि लम्हों ने खता की, सदियों ने सजा पाई. See, the word law is no jargon to any, especially the Gen Z, although defamation could be. No wonder the repercussions stare them in the eye with government agencies scanning and tightening the noose for letting their tongues loose.
मैं भी मात्र 15 साल की हूँ। मैंने जो करा वो माफ़ी के लायक नहीं था।
Leaving everything aside, protests are a way of democracy. If they cease, dictatorship rises. पर असली मुद्दा यहाँ पर यह है, all those who thought that they could conveniently blabber anything or everything without thinking, if this is them publicly, it is not hard to imagine how would they be with their friends or even family. No guys, this is anything but cool. I'm not questioning the credibility or the overall intentions of the protest, but how much is too much? And this is not just limited to Gen Z. X, Alpha, Boomer, all should see. Yes, them and politicians too.
When rape is detectable.
Language. Now, as for CJP, they have been empowered with such support, but remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Cockroach Janata Party should rename itself. Yes, they should change the name. You cannot label Generation Z as cockroaches forever. Even Raghav Jugyal made his first entry as a cockroach, but nobody calls him by that name anymore. The Aam Aadmi Party also entered the political battlefield quite similarly, and their symbol is a jharu. But they are not Jharu Aadmi Party. Secondly, the D&D Duo, Dipke and Das, should issue guidelines. We understand this may be common in your circles, but publicly all should be modestly respectful even when angry or protesting. The whole world is watching you, including Gen Alpha. Please do not set such protesting standards for them. Democracy and protest should go hand in hand and not hand in glove. For the majority of those peaceful protesters, keep it up. See, one thing is crystal clear. The world is at a stage wherein anything could be delusional, especially when it comes to politics and policies. Promises breaker is now never a shoemaker. In fact, showmaker जरूर बन जाते हैं. This reminds me of an old joke in politics जिसमें एक father अपने बच्चे को कहता है चल बेटा इस दीवार पे चढ़ जा, और फादर उसको बोलता है चल अब मैं नीचे खड़ा हूँ अब कूद जा. So he's like, Dad, I cannot. Father says climb up a wall and says jump off the wall. He's like, no. He's like, I'm your dad, trust me. Okay, then eventually the son listens to his father, trusts his father and jumps onto his father, and the father doesn't catch him. And you know what the father says? This is your first lesson of politics. अपने बाप पे भी विश्वास ना करना. So that is unfortunately the story of politics all around the globe. We cannot take anything on the face value. We have to be smart enough to see through, even if it's transparent or translucent. But if it's opaque, then it's all about perception versus deception. What is more significant here is to have some vision or wisdom to judge What is good in the bad?
कुछ लोग नाखुश थे कि मैं सरकार की तारीफ कर रहा हूँ। जहाँ भी गलत होता है गलत जरूर कहें, मगर ठीक होता है तो उसकी प्रशंसा करिए।
Or bad in the good?
जीव की पहचान उसके स्वर से निकलने वाले कंठ से होती है। भाषा का बड़ा महत्व होता है।
Be it CJP, BJP, INC, AAP, बस याद रहे आपको भी और सरकार को भी कि हम लाए हैं तूफान से कश्ती निकाल के, इस देश को रखना मेरे बच्चों संभाल के। जय हिंद।